Xander Clock stared at the blank page, the cursor blinking back at him like a taunt. Once a celebrated writer, he now lived in the shadows of his own making, haunted by the betrayal of his former mentor, Yax's stoner son. Years ago, Yax had stolen Xander's manuscript, claiming it as his own. Overnight, Yax became a literary sensation while Xander faded into obscurity, his dreams extinguished. The sun was setting over the small town where Xander now lived, casting an orange glow into his dimly lit study. It was quiet, too quiet. The silence echoed his frustration, but today was different. In the mail, had received a letter from a prominent literary agent expressing interest in his work. The words rekindled a flicker of passion in his heart. Could he really write again? As the days rolled into weeks, Xander turned his pain into a mission. He began to plot his revenge, not through violence, but with words. He decided to write a book that would unravel Yax's carefully crafted image, exposing his secrets and the dark sides of his success. Xander dove deep into research, sifting through old articles and interviews, unearthing stories of Yax's questionable ethics, his manipulative tactics, and his disregard for others. Each paragraph Xander wrote felt cathartic. The fantasy of Yax's downfall became his driving force. He poured his heart into the pages, detailing Yax's rise and eventual demise. The characters moved and spoke like people he knew all too well, and with each word, Xander felt the chains of his past begin to loosen. Months passed, and finally, the manuscript was complete. With trembling hands, Xander sent it off to the literary agent who had expressed interest. The waiting game was unbearable, but he felt alive for the first time in years. When the news broke that Xander's book was being published, it sent shockwaves through the literary world. Critics hailed it as a masterpiece, praising its raw honesty and vivid storytelling. But for Yax, the storm was just beginning. As readers consumed the novel, they began to connect its truths to his life, truths Yax had long hidden. The media frenzy around the book exposed Yax's past like a floodlight revealing a hidden garden of thorns. Scandals erupted, whispers of plagiarism surfaced, and former allies turned their backs. Meanwhile, Xander reveled in his quiet satisfaction, knowing he had bravely reclaimed his voice. One fateful evening, at a book signing event, Yax confronted Xander. His face was a mixture of rage and disbelief. The crowded room became a tense arena as they exchanged heated words. "You think you've won?" Yax spat. "This won't end well for you." Xander felt a rush of fear but steadied himself. "It's not about winning, Yax. It's about truth. You never believed in me, but I always believed in my story." The confrontation left him rattled, yet Xander walked away unscathed, knowing he had both exposed Yax and, more importantly, found his own path to redemption. Amidst the chaos, Xander realized that while revenge had a sweet allure, the journey toward reclaiming his narrative was what truly mattered. He looked forward to writing his next chapter, one where he could finally let go of resentment and embrace self-discovery. As the sun set, painting the sky with vibrant hues, Xander smiled softly, knowing that he was ready to embark on a new adventure. His incredible revenge was not just about Yax, it was about rediscovering himself.